Get a commitment. Don't bring a blank worksheet back to the desk. Money, 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 money. The negotiation step, the money step. All the steps are money steps. But this is when you really sit down and present a worksheet in front of your customer. This is why I say money, 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 money. Because now you're trying to get money from the customer. You're trying to get him to pay top dollar. This is what negotiations is all about. You can make it painful or less painful. But now it's time to negotiate. And in this negotiation step, you know that whatever you put down there could be challenged. But you could have a rebuttal, or you could have a great answer, like the price. What about the price do you not like? Sir, ma'am, I want you to take another $1,000 off. In the back of your mind, that's an insult. It should be. Don't get offended. It was something that you did at the beginning that made him feel like, okay, I'm gonna under or depreciate the value of this vehicle by asking for another $1,000 off. Sir, ma'am, a lot went into making this vehicle. Okay, you are driving an older model and want to pay the same price for a newer model? Justify that to me. When you got Apple CarPlay, blind spot warning, you can go on and on and on about the features and advantages and the benefits of the newer vehicle that they're about to buy, and justify why you feel like the customer has devalued you and the product when they ask for $1,000 off. If you move any, you move in $25 increments. That's how you move. You don't move in $1,000 increments, because folks, why would you want to drive a vehicle that is worth this much, but you're paying $4,000 less for it? Why? The price that you're asking me to give you for my car is letting you know that when you come back in 3 or 4 years, there's going to be no value to it, because you don't see no value in it. Negotiations is getting down to the nuts and the bolts of why they came. They came to win. You came to win. You both can win. But you, as the sales professional, you win with the steps. They win if you let them get a $1,000 discount or a $1,500 discount. They win. Okay? It's got to be a happy middle. You got to have a middle in negotiation. It's got to be a give and take. But don't let nobody insult you. You make sure that the name is on the worksheet is correct. The address, the telephone number, okay? The email is very important on the worksheet, because this worksheet is where you will, just in case the sale doesn't take place today, you can keep up with your customer until they buy. Because if they don't buy from you, in the next 72 hours, they're going to buy from someone. But the negotiation step is a give and take. But if they like you, see, it's steps. Without the steps, you won't have anything in the negotiations. You have nothing without the steps. Because if they like you, they're going to pay more. If you present the vehicle and tell them, you transparent about the numbers and the figures, don't hide them. Flip the worksheet over and put it right in front of them. They're reading forward. You can both have a clear view of the worksheet. Don't try to put your arm around the worksheet. Don't try to put your head around the worksheet. Don't stand over the customer. You are a professional. This is the time that you show it in the negotiations. So, Mr. Customer, I need for you to put $2,500 down on this maximum that you're wanting to get to 400, and I can have you at 530 with $2,500 down. Well, I don't have $2,500. How close could you come to the $2,500? Well, I came in not wanting to pay anything down, but if I had to, I could give you 1,000. Cha-ching. You got some glue. $1,000 down, let you know that you got a person that's really here to do business. Okay, how close could you come to the 530 payment? I told you I can do only 400. If you had to. If you had to, for this car that I know that you're in love with, how much more could you pay? How close could you come to that 530 number? Well, I could possibly go up to 475, my tops. Cha-ching, you win. You're winning. You're getting a commitment. That's what negotiations are, is getting a commitment. To be able to negotiate with no commitment is like the customer never walked in the door. Get a commitment. Don't bring a blank worksheet back to the desk. You put in too much time in the steps prior to that to bring a blank worksheet, because that's your paycheck, to the desk. You don't have a signature, and the only way you can cash that check is with a signature. The banks require it. You require it. The desk requires it. Don't bring a blank paycheck to the desk. You have to know that what you got before you bring the deal back to the desk. You have to know that I got a committed buyer. I just have to negotiate a little bit better. Because when they start putting cash down and they start giving you what they will pay for the car, you are on to something. Now, we take that $1,000. It may not get us to the 475, what they were committed to, but it may get us to 500. If they said they could do 475, they could do 500. It's just how you go back and present your paycheck. Do you go back half-heartedly saying defeated and say, well, I know they're not going to do this, folks. This is what they said it will take. Or would you go back and say, hey, I got great news. With your $1,000 down, $500 a month. Do business. That's the difference. Going back, determined to get your paycheck signed. You can't cash your check at the bank without it being signed. So if you go back and you don't believe in the steps that you just took to get to your paycheck, then you will present your paycheck like, oh, I know in the back of your mind that you're not going to do this. So, but I'm bringing this out here anyway to you folks. But I know you're not going to do it, folks. I know it. You know, you defeated. But if you take it out there, the only thing they could do is say no. The only thing. They can't beat you up. They can't cuss you out. They can't do none of those things. It's a yes or no negotiation. They're going to say yes or no. So why not just go out there and prove to them, hey, I know you said $1,000 is all you had and 475 was your max, but I know you're not going to let this deal go. I know you're not going to pass up this great deal for $25. Sign right there, sir. Sign right there, ma'am. See what they say. If you get another $10, cha-ching. If you get another $5, cha-ching. You get more money. You get more committed buyer. So let's back up. And they say something like, well, no, I 475 was all I could do. And that's all I could do. That's all I could do. $1,000, that's all I want to pay and everything. Then you say, no problem. Tell me your must-haves. Now it's time to take what they came in for away from them. Take it away. Bring them down a size. But don't bring them down a size without them agreeing to it. Don't say, oh, I got a lower model and go and get the lower model and they hadn't agreed to it. So your time is valuable. Use your time wisely. So what is the must-haves on this vehicle? What is the things you could do without? I got a vehicle that could fit the bill and go get a lower model. And they say, well, no, no, well, pay a little bit more. Then pay a little bit more and get what you want. You deserve it. You've worked hard for it. You deserve it. Push them over. Push them over into thinking, yes, I deserve it. What do you do for a living? How long have you been on your job? You deserve it. Be good to yourself. Things of that nature will make people think, yeah, I've closed up many of people telling them to be good to themselves. How long have you been on your job? 30 years. It's time for you to be good to yourself. I've got $25 up to $100 bump on deals just telling people to be good to yourself. Why put in that hard work? You can't take none of this with you. You deserve it. You worked hard for it. That's what negotiations is. Making a person understand why they came, making them realize that they deserve the purchase at the price that you're trying to get them to sign up at. And if you shaking your head, they shaking their head. If they doing the other way, say, and you doing this way, bust out laughing. Take the edge off. Take the edge off, man. We can't do this. I'm getting dizzy. Take the edge off. Make people understand this is fun. Too much seriousness ends serious. With people getting upset and wanting their keys, and make it fun. Serious but fun. Paycheck. Cha-ching. Money, 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 money.